So, hello everybody, and welcome to the the July Dubby Energy Redemption Cup Finals. I'm your host and commentator, Balu Panvov. Today, we're going to see the top 12 teams that qualify from over the 3 weeks of the point stages. Gonna battle it out today to see who is going to be our next RC champion. Now, Mexico squad did win last month for June, but unfortunately they did not get enough points to qualify to the finals. So Mexico squad will not be getting a back-to-back championship win. So that means now it's up for it's up for grabs for anybody now. So it means that we are definitely going to have a new champion for sure, but it depends on who is going to be the champion. Now, we do have people saying that it might be some other teams here. I do have another. I do have some people saying that even Real Flow might win today, if anything, but we have yet to see. So that being said, 12 teams that the 12 teams that did make it to today is going to see who is going to win it all today. Give me a second. Give me a second, chat. Yes. So, NYC, what the hell is wrong with you, bro? You're fruity to the ass. But again, guys, I want to thank you guys for being here for today's finals, as it does mean a lot. Let's see. A second. So next, I think we should kick the first match off on Solana. Let's do that. Let's do that. The game, of course, esports mode, active limit, blah blah blah. Okay. Oh, what's that? So. Then. So, I want to ask you guys, who do you think might win today? Like I said before, some people give me a second. Is so. Like I said, people say that Real Flow might win it. We even have some E7 winners here as E7 people will say that E7 fans say that their team might win it, but it really does depend on how the teams play today. Now, I want to say that we're gonna have a very good finals today. If you guys didn't watch the finals from yesterday, the post live is on our YouTube, so please go make sure to watch that to see how that went, as Team Angelic is your Series 5 Phase 2 champions. Again, Team Angelic is the B team of 58 Nation. So to see them, qualify to the finals and win the finals based on Champion Rush is very good to see. Clarence, what's up? How you doing today? So I think that it's going to be a good finals today. Also think that RYX might end up winning this one for today. A big emphasis on might, because remember, they were the first team to hit Champion Rush back in June, but once after they hit Champion Rush, they just couldn't get that one final booyah that they needed. And unfortunately for them, Mexico Squad was the team that won that tournament. But no, it's like they were the team that won. So we're gonna see how they do. Also, let me update the teams. Well. So make sure everybody's ready. Make sure WhatsApp is good. Also, we're doing good over here as well. Hello. W hasn't created a room yet. WNG has what do you mean by that? Remember, guys, WNG is the sponsor. Not sponsor. It's a partner energy of the CTS. So that means that that means that we're partnered with them, and we do have a code to use as well. The code will be shown during the matches, so just so you guys know. So let's see. So almost everybody was here. That's everybody's here. That should be joining. Yo, by the way, hey, yo, B, tell hit up Jamel to let him know that his team is playing right now as well. Because I know SGP does have a thing for not getting information when they need it. No, let me hit Jamil right now. Is so, all right, SBN. See you later. I bet. Right, so the room is made. You got the teams ready. Join in. Second. I was letting teams know on WhatsApp. Okay, so Sharks is here. Real Flow is here. Thank God they're on time. That's good to see. Whew. Hey, yo, Jamil, my boy. Like I said, I did DM you on Discord to let you know that it's your team's time to play. So yeah. Two teams are here, so everything should be good. So we got two teams are here. All right, we got it. I bet. String, like I said, the room is made, so you guys are able to join now. Abhishek, make sure your team joins. Like I said, I think your avatar is actually, you know what? Let me say I think, and let me actually see what's your actual avatar, so I know which one is right. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. It's M. It's M. It's M. It's M. I bet. All right. So for the teams that is in here, hey, I was good, play girl. What's up, Jesse? What's up, Jesse? How you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Hope you guys are doing swell. Now, for the teams that's in that made it to the Redemption Cup finals, let me see if I can actually show it here properly while my thing messing up. Here we go. So, for the teams that is in today's finals, and hopefully all 12 do show up, we do have FHS Esports, Ripsuki, 58 Nation, SGP, RYX, C7 Esports, Sigma 101, TRC Crew, Real Flow, AXL, Ancon, and Shark Esports. Shark Esports, with them still being a new team in the CTS. This is the second CTS final that they have qualified to in their CTS team career, so good job for them. I think this is Sigma's first time qualifying to finals as well. For Real Flow, this gotta be like their, if anything, this gotta be like their fourth one by now. They qualified to a final. I think I could be wrong. But SGP has qualified to the finals at least a good 6 times by now, if not 5. So hopefully for SGP's sake, that they actually tried. Hopefully for them today that they get a top three placement for their team. SGP, as you can see, SGP is top 4 overall for the rankings. So let's see if they get to top 3 for today. Now again, guys, top three teams do get part of the $100 prize pool for this tournament, and you also will be shown on TikTok as well. He said say SGP again. I want to hear it. Okay, SGP. So with that being said, we are now gonna see who's in lobby at the moment. What motherfucker? So we do have Shark Esports, Workflow, and Strategic GP, also known as SGP for short. We are waiting for some other teams to join in, but they are going to join in a little slowly. So chat, how you think these teams are going to do today? Now I will say Workflow is known for clutching up to almost every Workflow is known for clutching up to the finals for the past tournaments that he played in. Now the first tournament that Workflow played in, they only clutched up to the semifinals. That was like I guess you could say that was like a good wake up call, if anything to say. But after that, they clutched up to almost every final that they played in ever since they started playing in the CTS. So, and also, they was one of the teams that was on Champion Rush last Redemption Cup tournament. So, if anything, I think Workflow might do it. Hopefully, this time they get on Champion Rush earlier in the finals instead of later, because I think they hit Champion Rush towards like the 6th match, I believe. I could be wrong. So, hopefully for them they do. How can I say this? Hopefully they do get onto Champion Rush ahead of time. The password has been sent, so they should be joining in. I'm just double checking. So everybody's been contacted. Almost everybody should be here. Hopefully Ripsuki does join in. Okay, so 18 Snaky, 18. No. Okay, so FHS Esports. Hold on, man. Noah's a pro? A pro? Oh no, hold on. Pro badge? Huh? Portuguese. Okay. Okay, cool. How come I never heard this dude before? I mean, then again, we don't pay attention to esports though. So he's in. So we have an actual Free Fire World Series playing here. Okay. So FHS is gonna bring the heat. Ooh, I get to spin. I get a skateboard. Let's go. Let me stop. So skateboard. Okay, but my pet is gonna have a skateboard, but I don't think my pet could I don't think my pet could let me it's gonna equip it. Let's do something quick. Boom. The fuck was that? Okay, so Sigma's here. We just waiting for. We got 7. So we're waiting for a few more teams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more teams, and then we will have a full lobby. How's everyone? I'm sorry. Excuse me. So Jamil said we are finna take over. Let's see, man. Hey Jamil, I don't know if you saw one of the recent posts, right? Yo, Jamil, do me a favor. Look out one of my recent posts, and it's actually pinned. It's actually the first video pinned, right? Watch that video through, and you will see the fact that is you see that the fact that was given to SGP, and it's true, by the way. So let's see if y'all able to let's see if SGP is able to excuse me, get the first top 3 placement in the finals. Cause listen, they got potential. They just have not got a top 3 placement. It's like it's like they do good in qualifiers regardless. I will give them that, but as of recently, they have not been performing all that good though. But in the redemption cup, they have been doing very well, and that's probably the best I've seen them done as of so far. So now again, I will say that SGP is one of the teams that is one of the teams to look out for. And same for the other teams that's in here. FHS is looking to be one of the tough teams for today, but we are going to see how that plays out for them. Because right now, FHS is in first place with the most points right now, with 212 points. Jeez. So 212 points. So let's see if they are able to prove why they got 212 points. So Ancon is here. We're just waiting for 4 more teams. They don't have enough time to join up. I think we got the situation with the teams joining a little bit later. So 50 Nation is joining. I think they said they're gonna join. We're gonna join a little later. Which one was it? What was it? Avatar for last weekend? I got to scroll all the way back up. I said it was let us see, right? 24th? No, 24th was Friday. Let's go all the way up to the 19th, which was Alright, so also chat, my apologies, it's not the price pool is not $100, it's $125. So ooh, a nice little price pool for the top 3. I think they're gonna fight hard for that. No, cha-ching. From Latin America. This is North America region. Okay, North America region. Gotta get boy up to 90 points. So, I think the teams is gonna join a little late. So you're doing. Okay, he still has downloaded. Yo, he still has not downloaded a map, bro. Come on, brother. Same thing. We'll hit him up at. I don't think anybody else is here. That should be here. Okay, almost everybody else is here. So we say AXL. So we say AXL. So okay. So we say 50 Nation, AXL, Crew, and Ripsuki. One of them is on Discord. One of them, two more is on Discord. The other one I did text on WhatsApp. So just waiting for them. Thanks guys for sharing the live. Appreciate it. Yeah. Damn. But okay, let's see. Let's see. Then we gotta do. Then we gotta do. I think Purgatory next. He's not gonna have that downloaded. I knew that for sure. But how you your player fell asleep is crazy. Okay, so you got 9, 50 Nations here, so you got 10. TLC crews on their way, so it's gonna be for them. Cool. So we're just missing 2 more teams. Looks like I think Wipsuki said they're gonna make it, but that's okay. Also, guys, do please share the live. Do please share the live, cause we also have a lot. We also get some official notice too. So let's, cause also, guys, for the people who don't know, for people who did not watch yesterday's stream, Free Fire Esports WC or World Cup, I think it is, they actually popped up in the TikTok stream yesterday to watch yesterday's finals for Series 5. Phase 2. So guys, please again share the live. We are gaining recognition, and we do want the officials, I guess, the officials to recognize that that we are legit, and the CTS is a official esports league. Frutilla, thanks for the heart me, really appreciate. Also guys, please go follow Frutilla. She's a very good Spanish commentator, and she has shown a lot of support to the CTS as well. So please go show her love and support, as she is doing her part for the community as well. And also, me and her are planning to collab in the future. Hopefully it's soon rather than later. So we'll keep you guys posted on that. So we will start. So yeah, so everybody's almost downloaded. Oh, but that Wi-Fi needs to get boosted. See, I can see that. So guys, thank you guys for being patient. We're just waiting for the teams to get ready and join up. We start. Teams ready. Okay, so I think I'll do Nextera next. He's not gonna have that downloaded, is he? No, he's not. Brother. How you gonna join his tour and say I don't have the map downloaded, but what the hell? So I think one team did leave the room. Hopefully they do join back. I think hopefully they do join back a little later on. What's that? Oh, Exeladio. So you gotta join back. That was XL. Okay, so the CRC crew. Let me let dude know that his he should have things down. He changed the map. He needs to Okay, so once Opa is done download the map, which might take 200 years, we're gonna start the first match. So for the teams that's playing in today's finals, we have Shark Esports, Willflow, Strategic GP, C7 Esports, Sigma 101, FHS Esports, RYX, Ancon, TRC Crew, 58 Nation, Exiladios, and Ripsuki. But Ripsuki is not gonna, for looks of it, they did say that they are in another tournament, so they might not be able to join up. So let's see, teams are ready. So let's see. So I don't know what the hell's going on. Hacker C8. C8. What the hell? Well, which team left? I think that was Ancon. Yeah, that was Ancon that left? Brother, Ancon can't believe Hacker C8. Alright, so okay, so yeah, they got hopefully they figure that out. So okay, so teams ready. We're gonna start the first match. Unfortunately, we're gonna miss two teams because we cannot wait for we're not gonna wait any longer. Whichever team is here, and they are gonna play. So TikTok and YouTube, this is match 1 for today's Dubby NNG Redemption Cup Finals in July. Also chat, just so you guys know, whichever is the top 4 teams in today's finals will also qualify to the Series Grand Championship. Qualify to the Series Grand Championship in September as well. So we are looking to see which teams is going to go all out for today. So for the teams that's going to fight in their first match is Shark Esports, Willflow, Strategic GP, also known as SGP, C7 Esports, Sigma 101, FHS Esports, RYX, Crew, TRC Crew, 58 Nation, and Exiladios. While Mr. Ancon and Ripsuki, Ancon left at the last minute. I did tell you guys start at 6:05, and unfortunately they left at the last minute. So hopefully they do join in for the second match. They will just have to work on trying to get back in the next one. So for the two teams that's kicking off already, we have Willflow going up against Sigma 101. Shrang keeping the pressure on onto Willflow, onto Sigma being there, but there wins a gunfight. He does strike first blood, and he gets the first 2 kills for this match. Gotta. So now the rest of Sigma is starting to knock down plays of Willflow one after each another. Now for the looks of it, Willflow might be down 1 player left. Take a look at it right quick, and yes, Willflow is down to only 1 player left, and would need. Oh, hold on, I didn't even switch it. Oh, I didn't even switch it. My bad. Whew. Can somebody? Oh no, hold on, no, my bad. I just switched my one. Okay. I clicked the wrong screen. My bad. Chat. Sorry, apologies about that. I was trying to figure out something on the other thing. So TRC Crew putting pressure on Shark Esports. Clap trying to get away, but unfortunately he cannot get away, and he gets knocked down and fully eliminated. C7 is putting pressure, onto SGP, and they get their 3rd kill. And for the first team to be fully wiped out is AXL. AXL did have an amazing clutch to get to today's finals, but right now they're off to a very bad start. But good thing is, actually, was it AXL? Actually, no team got fully eliminated. I don't know what was up with that. That was weird. So yeah, hopefully yeah. So my apologies. Now okay. Actually not. So now it's actually SGP that got fully eliminated. Okay, now that makes sense. I think we had like a little room. I think I had like a little room glitch. So hopefully that does fix itself. So SGP is your first team to be fully eliminated in match 1, but it's only the first match. They still have the rest of the finals to make up the points for the remaining of the for the remainder of the finals. Now RYX putting pressure onto FHS. Lucky does get knocked down. Clement, he gets knocked down. Now Prime, he gets knocked down, but he's going to stay alive. No, he's going to get fully eliminated. Takamura, I'll probably say one of RYX's best players for the team, is doing good today with 3 kills. Let's see. Let's check out what's his stats right now. 607 damage, 1 headshot, and 3 kills at the moment. So right now he's doing pretty good. Let's see if he's able to keep that momentum going. Now TRC crew go up against Shark Esports in C7 with Natch Chupi. We'll call him Natch for short. With Nash, they're playing the gunfight and is trying to see if he could probably get a kill or 2 for his team. Dragon, he's waiting for opportunity for his team to get some kills here, but TRC crew is not overextending. They are just holding their ground. Shark Esports, they're doing good here. They are able to they are able to play a little defense here, but Isaac does get knocked down, and he does, but he will most likely be fully eliminated. Yes, he will. But Macro, he goes down. Dragon for C7 does knock him down. Is now able to put pressure onto him. So now Shark Esports, probably best thing they could probably do is just disengage right now. Because in my opinion, I think for what they should do is just get the team back into the lobby, since they only have 2 players left alive, and then they would need to try to regain. So now 58 Nation with no kills to the name, but they do have Sigma 101 nearby. So hopefully in their case they are able to get a kill or 2 off of them and win a gunfight as well. Because 58 Nation is one of the teams that is looking to be one of the top 5 teams in the CTS for Phase 2. But yesterday's performance in the finals for the Series 5 finals of Phase 2 says otherwise. So let's see if they're able to change that up as the match progresses. So now 58 Nation is going to cast the Boatmaker, trying to see if they're going to try to get some more damage onto get some more damage onto Sigma, but Sigma is just staying aside. They're not going to overextend and take some damage, so they were able to stay together. TRC crew with 12 kills right now. Okay, your current match killers at the moment is doing so far so good, and it's trying to make some progress here to get to Champion Rush, because Champion Rush is 90 points, and whoever gets 90 points will activate Champion Rush and will need to get a booyah in one of the remaining matches. So that means that if they get to 90 points and also get a booyah, they will be your champions for today's Redemption Cup finals. But let me not cast a custom, as this is still the first match. So Ahmed does get a knockdown onto Maxa and clap 7. So he does get 2 knocks. He's gonna get 2 kills from the looks of it. So that'll put TRC crew onto 14 kills. Infinix does get knocked down, but he might be able to get hooked up here. 58 Nation is putting pressure onto RYX. Infinix does shoot out the M79 explosive round, but he cannot get any damage onto him. Infinix tries to get inside. He does get inside, but he does get knocked down. But Prime is gonna be there for the help up to keep his teammate up and alive. So now FHS making a rotation and try to see, from the looks of it, they're actually going to try to see if they can make a rotation over towards Plazaria, I think I pronounce it, and put pressure on the team that's here. Baki, 458 Nation, does get knocked down. He does get fully eliminated. White, he gets knocked down. He gets fully eliminated. And same for Lost Kid, but it was not by the hands of 58 Nation. FHS does have the high ground above 58 Nation, so 58 Nation would need to play their life carefully. Sigma sees this. It says, nah, we want to make sure you get off the high ground and try to force you off as well, as that spot is yeah, we don't like you there. Let's try to get you off right quick, as Emilio is trying to break down the glue wall and try to get some tags onto FHS. WAA, he gets knocked down, but Claire is going to be there for the help up if he can, and I think he will. So everybody else has a life of trying to fight for a better spot into this zone. AXL, they do get a kill here, but they need to be careful. Now the rest of the players for AXL is trying to put pressure onto the team, onto which team is this? TRC Crew, as TRC Crew is trying to fight AXL here and give their life and give them a little bit more of a problem. But AXL is holding it down, making sure that they keep the pressure onto TRC Crew and make them have a rough time. Chimbo, Oliver would need to try to reposition here as YNX, Alex, and Glizzy, diabolical name by the way, is able to put pressure onto them, as Chimbo does get knocked down. And he is not going to get fully eliminated. Actually, no, my apologies. He does get fully eliminated. McRoy, he goes down and he's going to get fully eliminated if Oliver does not get to him in time. And he does not get fully eliminated. Oliver is able to get the help up, so TLC Crew able to stay in a two-play situation. But Infinix for RYX does knock down Macro, but Oliver is going to be there for the knock and full kill onto Infinix. But Infinix does get traded out, unfortunately, so that means that RYX will be down a player, and same for TRC Crew as well. So everybody here is trying to fight for a spot in this zone here. Lost Kid, 458 Nations trying to put pressure onto Prime for RYX, but he's not really getting the angles that he needs. Baki, he gets knocked down. Lost Kid trying to put the pressure onto Prime. He's very weak here, but he gets knocked down as he gets third party by PayPal for Real Flow. As Real Flow does join the gunfight against 58 Nation and RYX. FHS does have two to plays knocked. They do get two knocks here for the team. Manor, he gets knocked down, but for looks of it, he's not going to get fully eliminated. Clarence does take some damage. WXA does get a kill for his team, and now FHS has 8 kills in this match. Sigma going up against Exiladios as Emilio is knocked down. Mako in the rest of Sigma is trying to keep the pressure onto AXL, which they do, as Alex does get knocked down. Glizzy, YNX trying to see if they could push up here. Glizzy trying to look for angle, but he needs to be careful. He needs the support from his teammate. Glizzy does get a knock onto Mako, but Dare does knock down Glizz. He will be able to get the help up onto Mako, and he will also be able to get the help up onto Ha. So Ha will get helped up as well. And Sigma can now reset for the late stage of this zone. Worldflow does have 3 kills right now and is doing pretty good. Sharks did do pretty good right now with 8 kills. One of the newer teams in the CTS right now, almost 2 kills away from hitting double digits. So they do have a chance to get some more points as the match progresses. What server? This is North America server. So Sharks does knock down White, 458 Nation, and he's going to get fully eliminated, but it will actually be eliminated by Shrek. Exiladios does get knocked down and fully eliminated, being the next team to be wiped out, which does leave us with our last 8 teams. 58 Nation with 6 kills and is trying to get a team together. Infinix does spot Zeno, as he's trying to push him here. Zeno does expect Infinix to push up. He knocks him down. He does get the kill for his team, as now 50 Nation has 7 kills. Crew has 21 kills right now and is doing hella good for today's finals in match 1. User 10, this is North America server. So now Oliver does jump down to find Takamura for RYX. He does get the full kill onto him. FHS Esports down 2 plays with 8 kills and is trying to see if they could clutch this matchup as a 2-player team. Real Flow, the next team to get fully wiped out. Now we're down to our last 6 teams. The zone pulling towards the western side of the zone, which means that the only team that is really gonna have a good zone placement is TRC Crew, which means that the teams that's on the eastern side and the northern side will have to fight their way in. So now Sigma and Sharks is near each other. C7 with 11 kills, but only has 2 plays left alive for their team. Sharks needs to put pressure onto TRC Crew, as TRC Crew does have the high ground advantage. Ikex, he gets knocked down. Isaac, he's gonna get exposed here. He needs to try to heal up if he can, but unfortunately he can't. And Sharks is your next team to be fully eliminated. There for Sigma, tries to get inside the zone, but he gets denied access, as Manor for FHS does get fully wiped out. So now we are down to our last 4 teams: FHS, C7, 58 Nation, and Crew, and TRC Crew. Now TRC Crew does have a lovely spot, as they are in the zone and they have the high ground advantage. Manor does get knocked down. Clarence, he gets knocked down. No, Manor is able to get out of the zone. Clarence, he gets knocked down. He gets fully eliminated by 58 Nation. And now Manor is the last player left. Macro does see him and is trying to see if he can get an angle onto him, but he doesn't, and he does get the knockdown onto XWA. And the XWA will be the 29th kill for TRC Crew. 58 Nation does get fully eliminated in 4th place, so that leaves us with our last 3 teams: TRC Crew, FHS, and C7. Manor is gonna get exposed here by the Scholar and is trying to play Ring Around the Voisey if he can, but he tries to push up to TRC Crew, but Armin is waiting there for the push, and Chimbo is gonna be there to shut him down as soon as the glue wall does get broken down. Now our last 2 teams, C7 and Crew and TRC Crew. Almost saying Crew Reborn, but now Crew does have the high ground. They do have the zone advantage. C7 try to make the rotation in. Sunder does take damage. The 4-player 40 team does try to rotate with him. Sunder needs to try to get a knock onto either Oliver or Chimbo, but Sunder does take damage. The 4th player, I can't say his name, so I gotta say 4th player, is trying to help him out. Sunday does drop down the corner and is trying to rotate little by little, but the 4th player for his team does get knocked down. Sunday trying to put shots onto Oliver, but unfortunately he can't. Macro does push up. He takes some damage. 4th player is trying to push up with Sunday. Sunday goes down. The 4th player for C7, it needs to try to clutch up if he can. He does get a shot to Macro, but Macro is there to help out his team get the first booyah for today's finals, as TRC Crew is doing lovely for today. FF Shrive, thank you for the 3 GGs. It does mean a lot, and also thank you for the heart as well. So TRC Crew strikes their first booyah for today's finals, and it's looking very good today as well. We have 33 kills and first place, and has 45 points in match 1. So let's see if they're able to keep that going. So let me give me a second, chat. Let me just send the scores in right quick. Okay, is it match 1? Okay, let me take a chat. So okay, so my back. Let me go back. So TRC Crew gets first place with 33 kills. C7 gets second place with 12 kills, and FHS Esports gets third place with 10 kills. Then 58 Nation gets almost said first place. Imagine, that actually would have been lovely. So 58 Nation does get 4th place with 3, 7, 9 kills. Sigma, 5th place with 6 with 11, 13, 15 kills. Okay, that's pretty nice for them. Then Sharks get 6th place with 8 kills. Roflo does get 7th place with 6 kills. RYX does get 8th place with 11 kills. Then Exiladios does come in 9th place with I believe that is 3 with 3 kills. Then SGP comes in last place, but with 10 kills. Not 10 kills. It comes in last place with no kills. So SGP is off to a very rough start. So they will need to fix that as the match as the final progresses for today. So let's see if SGP could kick it up today. I'm retired, dude. Futilla, thanks for the thank you for the clap gift, I guess I could say. My bad. So see something quick. I will send a message. So almost everybody is doing very good for today. Let's see. Give me a second. I'm looking at something right quick.
Asesinato triple. Asesinato triple.
That's Soy Lens, right? Is that... That's Soy Lens. He's looking at C8. So we're gonna start. We're gonna start the next match in a couple minutes. So TRC crew does strike first. Does strike the first. I can say first blood in in for the Dubby NG Redemption Cup Finals, and is doing very good for today. So if they are able to keep that momentum going, then we will see. Then we will see if they hit Champion Rush before the other teams in this match. So now C7 and FHS is looking pretty good too. So let's see if they are able to keep up with those teams in contention with TRC crew. I think they're gonna give them a run for their money. Carlos, thank you for the follow, by the way. So now I think the points is being added up as we speak. Let me see. No, the points was even fully. Wait, what? Huh? Weather. Okay, there we go. So it should be good now. Okay, so the points is gonna be added up, and we're just waiting for one more play to download maps. So I do see we got some SGP fans in here still. Right now SGP is kind of struggling today. Not struggling, they are struggling. And but hopefully they do get it together, and hopefully they do hopefully for their sake they are able to not be the first team to be fully eliminated. Give me like 1 second. Caption. Should work. There we go. So I think it's good. Good. So we're gonna start. So now we're gonna start the next match. Excuse me. So, god damn. Okay, so now the second match in commencements, we are now going to see who is going to be the second match winners. God damn, sneezing my ass off. So now, match 2. Let's see if TRC Crew could get a back-to-back win here, or are we gonna have another team that wins this match instead? Now, TRC Crew has not gotten a top 3 placement in any of the finals as of in any of the finals in their whole CTS team career. So let's see if they change that for this tournament. As of right now, they're doing very good and is in first place at the moment. So hopefully, and for their sake, they do. Hopefully, for their sake, they do get. Hopefully, they do get more points to try to stay in first place. And we're gonna see which team is going to win this match. And let's see if another team gets close to hitting Champion Rush as well. Because right now, TRC Crew is pretty much halfway there to getting to Champion Rush. So RYX does knock down Emilio, and RYX, Infinix for RYX does knock down Emilio, and RYX does strike first blood here. Now they're trying to put pressure onto Sigma with Prime, putting pressure onto the players down below, but he gets knocked down, and Infinix and Prime both knocked down. The fourth Infinix is trying to see if he could probably help him out. If he can, he does have the SMG, so he could use his gunfight can be more into his advantage here. But he's not getting angles. He's not getting the shots that he. Excuse me, he's not getting shots that he needs to get, so he would need to play it. So you need to play a little bit. We're going to Vozy, wait for his team to join up, which they do, as Mako does get knocked down, Infinix does get knocked down, but his team is going to be there to help him up. But cannot say the same for Mako. So now, Sigma 101 is down to only one player left, and they're trying to see if they could get the team back into the lobby. SGP, with only one player left, being Isaiah, as he is the last surviving player, and he needs to play his life if he wants to bring his team back, really bring his whole team back. As I believe the free revive is still in play, so he gets so if he stays alive long enough, and same for Isaac for Shark Esports, his team will be able to come back. As Isaac's team does get fully revived, and I think it's the same for SGP. Not at the moment. It might wait a few more seconds, or maybe a minute, but hopefully he is able to get his team back. But SGP does have 2 kills in this match at the moment. FHS putting pressure on C7 Esports. XWA is taking a gunfight against. I'm trying to see who that was. It was on Sunder. Sunder does not expect or hear WXA approaches from his left, and he does get knocked down and fully eliminated. Claiming he gets knocked down, but he's gonna get helped out by Lucky, and FHS will secure 3 kills onto C7, and Dragon is gonna be there to bring his team back into the match. So good job by him to keep his team alive. Now they have a chance to reset and regain for the later stage of this match. And unfortunately, again, SGP is your first team to get fully wiped out in match 2 by the hands of Sigma 101. SGP, what the hell are you doing today? Lock in, my guys. Come on, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, prove me wrong, bro. Prove me wrong. Bro. I'm saying that SGP has it's gonna try to get the top 3 it's gonna try to get a top 3 placement in overall placement in the finals, and right now they're not even locking in, bro. Come on, guys. And you're not only you're disappointing me, you're disappointing your fans. You being a disrespect to the fans. The fans. So, Claren does get a nice knock onto Infinix. He does get, not does, but he will be able to get another kill for his team. Claren trying to get the kill on, trying to get a tag on not Chupi, but not Chupi is keeping that distance away. This is North America Silver. Let me just reply to him. So now Sigma does run a gunfire against FHS and also Shark Esports. As Shark Esports is caught in the mix of this. Clap does get killed by WXA, and Lucky is gonna be there for the cleanup. But C7 is able to stay in a distance and try to keep the team alive here. Sigma does lose to the players. Lost Kid does get knocked down, and for looks, I don't think the rest of Fit Nation should be able to help out. White does join the gunfight here. He is able to help him out as Mako for Sigma does get knocked down and fully eliminated. Or you forget to win. So let's see how other teams are doing here. But we're gonna continue in a second as C7 is keeping that pressure onto FHS as FHS gets fully eliminated by C7. C7 did FHS did come in top 3, but not this time, as they are the second team to be fully wiped out. Good shots by the 4th player for the team, as he is able to help his team get the knocks and get the follow-ups as well. So, with that being said, now C7 is going to try to put the pressure onto Real Flow. Real Flow has no kills in this match right now, but they have a chance to start collecting some kills here with them going up against C7. Nachupi does flank Real Flow. He does get the knock onto PayPal. Roger is going to get exposed here. He's going to try to play his life here. He tries to take the shot against Nachupi, but unfortunately he cannot land it. Now Shrang and Bastion are the last 2 plays left. Shrang is trying to create distance for himself, as Bastion does get knocked down, and he's most likely going to get fully eliminated. Shrang does try to use the grapple hook to get away. He needs to try to get away here if he can to keep his team alive. If he does go down, Real Flow, it will be the next team to be fully eliminated. C7 does push up. Shrang needs to try to take the fight here. Yugunwa does get broken down. Tries to use Oscar to outmaneuver Sunder, but Sunder lands the better shots, and Real Flow is your next team to be fully wiped out. So now we are down to our last 8 teams. 58 Nation down to only 1 play left, being Zeno, but he does have he will be able to get enough coins to bring back at least 1 player to keep the team in a 2-play situation, but they would need to work on getting the team back into the getting the 4th team back into the match. Now 58 Nation, like I said again, is looking to be one of the teams that's trying to fight their way in to being one of the top 5 teams in phase 2. But right now they are kind of struggling today, but they do have a chance to make up for it. They do got 7 kills, so right now they're doing pretty good. Crew with 4 kills. From the looks of it, the momentum did slow down, but they are playing it safely. They are doing pretty good. AXL with 4 kills and 2 plays left. YNX does take some damage, but he will be able to heal up and try to keep his team alive for this try to keep his team alive in this game, and he'll be able to try to get the players back into the match. RYX with 7 kills for their team, doing pretty good right here. They will just need to get Prime into the game, which they do, and then now the fourth team is alive. Sigma go up against a TRC crew with 2 players knocked down, being Oliver and Jimbo. But they only have 2 players left alive. They need to be careful. Now make that 1 as Dale is the last player left alive. He does knock down Ahmed. This might be a full teammate on TRC crew. Actually, no, it won't. But if Ahmed does get knocked down, which I would think he will, he'll be able to he'll be able to keep his team alive. And now TRC crew will have to buy the team back. And same for Sigma, but Sigma is doing pretty good. Is doing pretty okay right now. 6 kills, and still 8 teams left alive, and he just brought the rest of the players back, so he will have a chance to regain and reset. C7, they're down to players with 10 kills right now. Are they the co-match kill leaders? Yes, they are. They are the co-match kill leaders with 10 kills. Even though FHS did have the same amount of kills as well with them, but unfortunately for them, they are not alive. So C7 is your current team that's alive with the most kills. My nose. So now let's see if C7 can get more kills in this match. So now crew go up against Sigma now. Oliver is kind of low on health here. Try to see if he can get a tag onto Emilio. Chimbo does push up though and try to see if he could probably put pressure on Emilio for Sigma, but he does get shot in the back. Emilio does have that covered with his team. Him and Chimbo are right next to each other. Oliver is kind of weak here. Chimbo does jump over the glue wall and he does get the knock onto Emilio, but he needs to try to get the kill here on which player is this? If you can see, unfortunately you can't. It should be Dare, but Dare does have Oliver pushing up. 58 Nations, the next team to be fully wiped out in this match. Dare, the last player left for Sigma, needs to try to get away from crew. If he can, he does get a tags, but he does not get enough damage to get any of the knocks. And then crew reborn, I mean not crew reborn, TRC crew fully wipes out Sigma 101, with Sigma being the next team to be fully eliminated. So we're now down to our last 6 teams. So now Ancon putting pressure on it's trying to put pressure onto Shark Esports, as Max does get exposed here, as Opa is keeping that pressure onto him. But Sharks is holding their spot down and trying to play their life. Athex does get knocked down, but he will be able to get help back up. Opa, he gets knocked down, but say for him, he will also be able to get help back up as well. Sharks is playing good as it played good on defense, but they would need to try to get some more kills here to help get closer to that champion rush marker. So Glizzy and Y next, the last 2 players left alive for AXL, would need to try to get the team back and try to get the team back quickly, as the next zone does appear and Ancon is already in it. So they're looking lovely and can start putting pressure onto Shark Esports, as Shark Esports will need to rotate over towards them. Infinix, he gets knocked down. Prime, the last one left alive for his team, he does knock down one of the plays for C7, but C7 does do the damage and he does get knocked down due to zone. So now C7 with 18 kills in this match is now closing that gap to hit to champion rush. Sharks, they do get out of the zone, is doing pretty good here, but they only have 2 kills and would need to try to chain a nice little killing spree if they can. They would need to try to get as many kills as they can in this match. In my opinion, I think 10 kills would do them lovely. But we will have to see as time goes on. But one of the players does get knocked down. Ancon is gonna put the pressure onto C7 here. C7, not C7, is gonna put the pressure onto Sharks here. Ikex tries to get away, but unfortunately he can't. Maxa, Isaac, the last 2 players left alive, trying to see if they could try to survive here. But Ancon is keeping that pressure. Max gets knocked down and Isaac gets knocked down as well. And Shark Esports is your next team to be fully eliminated in match 2. So now we're down to our last 4 teams here. As actually made that 3 teams as AXL does get fully eliminated. So we're now down to last 3 teams being Ancon, C7, and TRC Crew. All 3 teams have all their players alive. Right now, TRC Crew does spot Ancon and is trying to keep the pressure onto them. Ahmed does have a good shot onto Ancon and is trying to wait for the heads to peek out. But Ancon is now overextending. They're just playing their life. C7 will need to rotate inside the zone as the zone is about to close in less than 10 seconds. So that means that both Ancon and C7 will need to rotate in. Sunder trying to put pressure onto Ancon, but him and his team will need to focus on rotating as the zone is closing in. So now C7 does get close the zone. TRC Crew is trying to hold this spot down, and it's trying to make the rotation much harder for the teams that's in this zone. Ahmed does get knocked down off the water tower. He does get fully eliminated. So now down to only 3 plays left for Crew. C7 trying to keep that pressure onto Ancon as Ancon is still trying to rotate inside the zone. They're not inside the zone, so they would need to get into it very quickly. C7 and Crew knows this, but C7 does have the better angle onto them, and it will be able to keep the pressure onto them. So now Ancon trying to retaliate and is trying to stop C7 from giving them a rough rotation. Macro 4 Crew is trying to look for angles and is trying to stop these teams from getting this booyah here. But C7 does expose him a little bit, and he does get knocked down to the boat maker. His own boat maker, which I believe, right? Yeah, he does get knocked down to his own boat maker, so he gets knocked down and becomes a free kill for C7. So now C7 has 20 kills right now, and is now trying to keep the pressure. Now we need to try to get inside the zone here, but Ancon does have the zone pull. They will be able to put the pressure right back onto C7, as now C7 has to come to them. But BHS does get knocked down, but he will be able to get helped up. Sunder in the rest of his team does push Crew, and Crew does get fully eliminated. So now we're down to our last 2 teams. AXL and not AXL, Ancon and C7. Not Juppy, trying to look for angle, trying to use a sniper to get the high ground. He does get the tags, but he does not get any of the knocks. Sunder, he takes some damage. Dragon, he takes some damage here. So both players would need to play their life. Sunder does get knocked down. Athex, Diego, he's trying to push here. Dragon, he gets knocked down. And now Ancon is putting the pressure onto C7. Now they're relishing the opportunity to put the pressure right back onto them. The 4th player for C7 needs to try to see if he can clutch this up. If he can, Ancon will take the second match here. He does play Ring Around the Rosie, but he cannot Rosie enough. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. With Ancon getting the second booyah for today's finals. So, congrats to Ancon for getting the second match win, and that's gonna make up a lot of points for the first match. But then we have C7 Esports. Let's see. So now C7 Esports does break 20 kills. And then we got TRC Crew getting third place this time, but only 14 kills. But they do get 22 points though, so that is still a lot. So then, hold up, we get to points in a second. Let me just screenshot the zip so I go to my so he can start putting the points in. So for fourth place, we do have Exiladios getting fourth place with 6 kills, and then we have Shark Esports coming in 5th place with only 2 kills. You need to work on getting more of kills. Then RYX coming in 6th place with 7 kills, and then Sigma coming in 7th place with also 7 kills. So that's pretty okay for them. Then we have 58 Nation coming in 8th place with 7 kills as well. So 3 teams had 7 kills in a row. Okay. Then we have Real Flow coming in 9th place, unfortunately. But they don't have any kills. So Real Flow, we need to work on that for match 3. And then we have FHS Esports coming in 10th place with 5, 7, 9, 10 kills for their team. And then SGP coming in the 11th place with 3, and coming last place with 3 kills. So SGP, we need to desperately work on that going into match 3. So yeah, everybody's doing pretty good right now, man. Oh god damn it, Max. I know you guys isn't here. So everybody's doing pretty good. Crew in C7 is looking to be one of the top teams in right now. But we're still trying to see who is going to be that third place team. Third place is really up for grabs, in my opinion. I probably say that I think that almost anybody, as of right now, can get third place, but we will have to see how they play in order to see who gets that third place spot. Now, in my opinion, I think we're gonna have a pretty good decent. No, I think we're gonna have a pretty good, not pretty good. I think we have an amazing match 3. But let's see if Ancon could get a back-to-back booyah here, though. But again, they would need to try to still make up points for match 1. Now they did make up points for match 1, but they would need to try to make up even more points, even for match 2. As now they're at a they did close the gap a little bit, but they still have a long fight to go. Second. So, also guys, we are 10 subscribers away from hitting 400 subscribers on YouTube. So you haven't, guys, please do subscribe. It does like I said, we get to 400, it will mean a lot, trust me. And we might be doing a little giveaway too. So with that being said, we're gonna see who is going to get the third match win. I'm gonna see. That really have order by me? No, unfortunately I don't. So so let's see who wins match 3. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna grab me water. I'll be right back. I have returned. So we have Shark Esports taking the gunfight against Real Flow and trying to see if they could strike first blood against him. Clap does try to see if you get a angle onto them, but Real Flow is not overextending, which is pretty good here. But Real Flow will need to step it up in this match if they want to make sure that they secure some more points to get close to Champion Rush. Water does get knocked down. Yender, the last player left for AXL, and AXL does be the first team to be fully eliminated by the hands of SGP. I know SGP fans is going to go loud in the chat. So now we could happily say that SGP would not be the first team to be fully wiped out in match 3. Real Flow that has 2 plays left. They do get a knock onto one of the plays for FHS, but they do not secure the knock. And Roger will be the last play left for his team. So Roger, if we need to start collecting some more coins, he does have enough coins, and the 400 coin play card will still be in play. Now RYX is now near SGP. And now it's going to see if they could put pressure onto them, which they do, as Tops does take damage. But Takamura does take some damage from Isaiah, and now he will have to play his life a little more better. Walter does get knocked down as Jamil tries to see if he can probably pick him up, though. He does get tagged. He does get pushed here by Infinix, and he does get knocked down by him as well. And same for Walter, as both plays do get killed off. Now SGP down to only 2 plays left, being Tops. As Tops and Isaiah will need to play their life and try to get the 2 plays back into the match. SGP cannot afford to be the next to be wiped out, as he just wiped out AXL. So now Tops gets knocked down. It is now up to Isaiah to get his team back into the match. Sigma is now trying to put pressure onto 50 Nation, as White and Zeno is trying to make some distance away from them. Just trying to keep them away. Emilio does get spotted by Zeno. Both players know that they need each other. Zeno does knock down Emilio and could try to see if he could secure the knock. And he not secure the kill, which he does, but White does get fully killed off as well. So now Real Flow go up against FHS now. Play PayPal. Try to look for an angle here if he can. He is trying to wait for Clay to overextend himself. But Shark Esports with Maxon decided to join the gunfight, but he gets knocked down. Basically saying, my guy, this gunfight does not involve you, so we're gonna need to back off and leave us alone. So now PayPal, Bastion, String both get knocked down and fully eliminated. PayPal is still alive, but he's not gonna get fully back up. And Roger will need to try to get his team back into the lobby. So now, Claren is trying to see if he can find Rodriff, as now Rodriff had to play his life here. Rodriff tries to get away, but he cannot survive, as both Shark Esports and Real Flow get fully eliminated. So now, Tops is trying to fight off Infinix here. He tried to take down Takamura, but Takamura lands a better shot, and SGP is now put back in a 1-player situation, with Isaiah again being the only player of life for his team, but he does have enough coins to bring his team back. But he would need to try to lock things in and try to get things going. So C7, I think they only have 3 plays, unfortunately for them, and it's now trying to see if they could try to play as a 3-man team. Unfortunately, losing one of the players, so hopefully the play does join back in the next match. Sigma is down to only 1 player left, being Emilio, as he tried to close some coins to at least get 1 player back. And I believe the free revive is still in play. Not the free revive, the 400 revive is still in play. Yes, it is. So he'll be able to get Alvaro back. Alvaro, I think I'm saying it right. And now he'll be able to have a chance to get the rest of his team back. Ancon, your match 2 winners with 1 player left alive, being Diego, trying to see if he could try to get some of his try to get his team back into the match. Let me see. It's not great. Oh, okay. I'll probably say, I'll give a second chat. I got a text when it plays. Okay. So now C7 Esports, the next team to be fully wiped out. And mind you, C7 did come in second place, but not this time, as they're the next team to be fully wiped out in this match. And was that 50 Nation that was the next team to be wiped out? Yes, they are. 50 Nation is the next team to be wiped out, as FHS. Oh no, I think that was about RYX. I did look away for a second. So now we are down to 6 teams left, and FHS has 17 kills in this match. So as of right now, 3 teams have broken double digits in 3 different matches. So we're gonna see if. FHS could secure this win. Claren is from the let's see if it's still next match. So WXA does get some nice damage onto Emilio, and Manoa is gonna be there for the follow-up. Claren trying to get the pressure onto Dale, as Dale is trying to get away, which he does. He will be able to keep his team alive, and 2 other players for Sigma does break distance. Mako, he gets knocked down. Claren was knocked down, but he did get helped out by his team. Mako, on the other hand, will not be get helped by his team, and he's gonna get fully eliminated, with FHS only 1 kill away from hitting 20 kills. So now, Crew trying to see put pressure onto Ancon, your match 2 winners. Chimo does get knocked down. Macro just put the pressure onto Appa. Can he secure the kill though? We have to see, and yes, he will. Appa does get knocked down. He does get fully eliminated, and now the rest of Ancon will have to try to play their lives. Sigma does get knocked down on other players. Emilio needs to try to play his life here if he can. He needs to get to the red machine, which he does. He will be able to get the buyback onto our Wawa King. Now BHS and Atex is now more healthier than Emilio, as now Emilio would need support from his team, which he will get. And now both players are trying to see if they could try to get the full team wipe onto Ancon. Athex does get knocked down. Emilio does try to push in onto the players here for Ancon. Oh my god, for Ancon. With BHS getting knocked down, he's gonna get fully eliminated. Now Ancon down to only 1 play left, with Diego trying to get away, which he will be able to, but it does depend on if Crew does take the same launch pad, which they do. Diego needs to try to get to the machine. He does have the coins. He needs to just stall Crew, which he does, and Diego is able to get his team back, but unfortunately he will be knocked down. Now SGP putting pressure onto FHS. The XWA does get knocked down. Manoa tries to get away, but SGP's keeping that pressure onto him. Walter gets down, Tops gets knocked down, and Jamil gets knocked down, with SGP getting fully eliminated by the hands of FHS, with SGP having the chance to get the full team wipe, but unfortunately they just couldn't land the shots that he needed to, and FHS was able to fully wipe them out. So now FHS has 25 kills and is 5 kills away from hitting 30 kills. Emilio, he gets knocked down. He's most likely gonna get fully eliminated. As of now, Sigma will be down 1 player. So for the teams that's left alive, we have Crew, Ancon, FHS, RYX, and Sigma. These teams is fighting for a shot at the $125 prize pool. Alvaro does get knocked down by Macro as he does not expect it. Mako very weak here. If he does get shot, here, he goes down and he will. And now with that being said, Sigma will be put in a 1-player situation, and Crew will have 8 kills. Down lock. So Sigma does get fully eliminated by FHS, and now we're down to our last 4 teams. Ooh, I was just up for a little too long. My bad, chat. I forgot I was up for a little too long. So now the last 4 teams left alive. We have Crew, Ancon, FHS, RYX, and yeah, that's it. Crew, Ancon, FHS, and RYX with FHS 3 kills away from hitting 20 kills. Opa does get knocked down, but he's gonna get helped right back up. If Infinix and the rest of RYX is going to try to keep that pressure onto Ancon and not try to give him a chance to get a back-to-back booyah here. So now Opa tries to play defensive here. RYX try to keep that pressure onto him. Prime and Infinix try to look for angles. Infinix is going to load the M79. Will it hit? Yes, it will. Getting 2 knocks, 2 kills. AXL does get knocked down. XL up your chest, and now Athex, the last player left, trying to see if he can survive. He does have a chance here. He can keep the pressure onto them, but he cannot survive as RYX does fully wipe out Ancon, and Ancon will not be getting a back-to-back booyah here. That was a supporter job. Telva's team knocked down the enemy. Yep. So Crew does get fully wiped out by FHS. So now we're down to our last 2 teams being RYX and FHS Esports. With FHS hitting 30 kills now and trying to make it 34. Now FHS is going to go down. It's going to go down the hill. Manoa is going to use a launch pad to get close to his team. XWA, he's weak. He needs to try. He needs to try to hit up in heal up. Claren, he's gonna get knocked down. If Takamura is gonna push up here onto FHS, but he is gonna get knocked down. Infinix, he gets knocked down. Prime, so trying to see if he can clean up here. He just needs to get a knock. He gets 1 knock. He gets 2 knocks, and now there's only 1 player left for FHS. And RYX does have a chance to close this match out. Infinix is gonna get a revive onto Takamura, and now Manoa is the last player left alive for his team. Manoa will need to make something happen here. He's gonna place the launch pad, and he's going to reposition, going outside the zone and giving the zone advantage to RYX. But Takamura is going to push him here. He's going to take the advantage of this. Manoa needs to try to win this gunfight to keep the pressure off him. He needs to land a shot here. The Takamura keeping that pressure, just waiting for the angle to be exposed. He does get shot by Manoa. Manoa is able to try to stay alive here, but unfortunately, he can't. And FHS loses the gunfight to RYX, and RYX gets the 3rd match. Booyah! And see, let me take a chat. So RYX does get first place with 17 kills, but FHS gets second place with 31 kills, and then TRC Crew gets third place with 8 kills. So I chat. Let me just take a picture of the result. Here we go. So play here, boom, that's 3. Okay, so for fourth place we have Ancon coming in fourth place, but only 2 kills this match. That's not gonna really help them out much, even with the let's see if I can use this. So then we have Ancon coming in fourth place with 2 kills. They need to work on that. Then we have Sigma coming in fifth place with 5 kills. Then SGP coming in sixth place with 6 kills. Then 58 Nation coming in seventh place with 4 kills. C7 Esports coming in fourth place with only 4 kills. And then give me a second. Then Willflow coming in 9th place with only 9 kills. Shark Esports coming 10th place with no kills. And Exilios coming in last place with no kills as well. So those bottom three teams will need to work hard in match 4 if they want to have a chance to get onto Champion Rush. So that being said, we're gonna go back to the meetup. Because I couldn't take. Okay, so I'm gonna restart the room. Yeah, so I'm getting some plays. Let's see, I'm gonna have you have palm, so take a second. Same. So I didn't need to restart the room, so give me like 1 second. Like let me just restart the room. Yeah, because we all have a place that is getting a problem with the room though, so I don't know what's up with that. July Odyssey Finals. Okay, so criticism. I just want to let you know. Yeah, reset the room. I'm trying to join back. Join back. Join back. Technically good. Teams to join back. Let's until SGP to join back as well. Okay. Same PW and everything. So I think do good. So I think so. We did 2 more teams. We're gonna have HEP, and there's another team that's missing here. So anyway, while this getting set up, there's one contract. Let's see. Same password. Same thing. Oh, hold on. Wait. What's that mean again? Mismo contract? Give me a second, guys, because we're trying to figure things out right quick. That is actually no. Hold up. There's see again. Yep. Okay, so I think the scores is done right now after match 3, so we're gonna go to match 4. You tell teams to start in 2 minutes. We start, and yeah, we saw winning. So to see the team that's close to Champion Rush right now, we got the scores right here. So TRC Crew is at 83 points and just needs 7 more points to get to Champion Rush. But FHS is right behind them with 69, and they need to get 21 more points to hit Champion Rush, and 31 points for C7 Esports. A lot of right now, SGP in a real flow is struggling today, and they would need to lock it in for sure. And don't okay, but okay, so TRC is 7 points over from CR. So that being said, we're gonna see who's gonna get to Champion Rush. Whether it would be let's see. Okay, let's see. Cooking things working up. So there was everybody here with the 2 teams, but that's all right. So we're now gonna go into match 4. So let's see who gets the 4th match booyah. It's really now anybody's game at the moment here, but TRC crew does have 7 points. Does have a 7-point I guess gap to get to champion rush, and FHS is and FHS does have a 21-point gap to get a champion rush. Okay, excuse me. So that means that if TRC gets 7 points this match and FHS get 21, excuse me again, they will hit champion rush going to match 4. God damn, match 5. That sneeze just reminded me. So let's see who strikes first blood. The other 2 teams that's really close to each other is Sigma and FHS, which is correct, as Manor does get knocked down and Sigma does get first blood. So now FHS will need to try to work on getting that 21 point, getting those 21 points that they need for this match. Let's see. So let's see you guys be watching. So now everybody is going to have to play a little harder here, especially Real Flow and SGP, as SGP is damn near close, is damn near at the bottom right now. As we did see, they did only have, at the moment, 15 points. They really need to step it up for today. Real Flow has 16. So Real Flow would need to do a whole lot of good here for today's finals. I don't know what happened with Real Flow coming again to the finals and not being able to not being able to do what he do best though. The last 3 District Cup finals they did very good, but unfortunately they did, I don't know, man. I guess things are just not working out for them. So hopefully they do fix that later on. So now C7 is gonna get pushed here by RYX, as RYX does take the launch pad towards them. I don't think C7 is expecting it at all. But they do have SGP join the gunfight too. FHS does have Sigma putting pressure onto them, and FHS would need to be a little more willing to try to win this gunfight to keep the team in a better spot. So C7 does get knocked down, as Jamil does get his first kill for his team. Dragon, he gets knocked down. SGP putting pressure onto C7, with C7 having 2 players knocked down and fully eliminated. But SGP will need to win this gunfight against RYX to put them in a better spot. TRC crew now putting pressure on RYX and joining in the gunfight with SGP and RYX, which is not a good thing that they want to do. They want to try to get the 7 points that they need for this match. So now FHS putting pressure onto Sigma, but Sigma is able to hold on for Loopy here. El Bravo trying to win a gunfight, but he does get a knock, just that he cannot secure the kill. Chimbo trying to get away. He does get away. He does take some damage, but he does create distance from RYX. Oliver King and Chimbo gaining nothing out of that gunfight with SGP and RYX, except losing 2 of their players. So again, TRC would need to start collecting more points. You need to try to collect 7 or more points in this match to get onto Champion Rush in match 5. So Sharks does push Sigma here. Ancon, they're the first team to be wiped out. Fortunately, I didn't see Bahudo, but Isaac does get knocked down by Emilio, and Sharks will be down 1 player. Oliver trying to get away from Jamil, but Jamil does put a lot of damage onto him. Both plays it's gonna take a head to head. Jamil looking for an angle onto Oliver. Oliver trying to see he could probably win this gunfight against Jamil. Jamil does to the glue wall. Jamil is gonna get pushed by Oliver. Oliver using the revolver to put pressure onto Jamil, and Jamil needs to win this gunfight to help his team out. And unfortunately, he can't, as he gets knocked down and fully eliminated. So Oliver will be able to help his team stay in a full team and secure the second kill for his team as well. And NYC, no, this is not the last match. This is match 4. Nobody is on Champion Rush, so this will not be the last match. So, oh, my bad. So Real Flow is currently at the bottom, and they will need to have a very good game here if they want to have a chance to get onto Champion Rush. I did mention that early in the stream that they would need to try to get a lot of points early on, but unfortunately, since we're pretty much halfway through the finals, that is not going to, from looks of it, at this rate, is not going to happen. But it could happen, just that they would need to get a lot of points and stop Crew and FHS from getting onto Champion Rush. So Sharks down 1 player. Unfortunately, it looks like they did lose 1 of their players, so they will only have 2 players alive. I mean, they'll have 3 players in the match if they do end up getting 1 of the players back. FHS does have 3 kills right now, and is dropping that 21 points that they need to get to Champion Rush more and more. SGP, from the looks of it, has woken up in this match a little bit and trying to see if they are able to put pressure on the teams that's alive, as AXL, the team that they fully wiped out back in match 3, is now pushing them. But Alex for AXL does get knocked down, and same for Yander, as now SGP is putting pressure onto AXL, but AXL is trying to outmaneuver them, or outsmart them, as Jamil does get knocked down. He most likely is going to get fully eliminated here, though, which he will not, as Alex does decide to leave him alone. But Walter, he gets knocked down. Alex is going to drop down. David is going to try, it does drop down and does get a full kill onto Walter. Alex tries to overextend here if he can. Jamil is going to try to put the pressure onto Alex here, which he does. He does get a knock and kill for his team as well. So now Jamil trying to put the pressure onto David, as he does Tops does get pushed by David, but Tops wins the gunfight, and SGP puts AXL in a 1-player situation. Now AXL would need to play carefully, as they only have 1 player left alive. Actually, no, they don't have 1 player left alive, but YNX is will need to look for angles and put pressure onto SGP. But the Yander does get knocked down. Isaiah does get tagged by YNX, but YNX is going to disengage, but he needs to be careful, as TRC is nearby. He's got to get the buyback quickly and try to keep his team alive as well. Now C7 does push towards FHS, with FHS trying to stay alive in his gunfight, but Manoa does get knocked down. But for looks of it, he's not gonna get fully eliminated. But FHS would need to play it a little bit more smart here. So now Crew does put a pressure on one of the members for AXL. And is AXL down to 1 player left? No, they only have 2 plays left. Yander does get caught on open by Oliver. Oliver is going to go for the push here. He can put the pressure onto him, and he does get knocked down and fully eliminated. And AXL is now down to only 1 player left. But SGP is your current match kill leaders with 8 kills right now. Okay. SGP decided to waking up a little bit. Is now trying to go more up on the leaderboard, but they would need to stop Crew and FHS for getting on Champion Rush. But Crew has 6 kills. And we have 9 teams left, so I believe they did get the 7 points that they need, and they'll be on Champion Rush next match. So, Crew will be the only team on Champion Rush, which means that other teams will need to stop them from winning on Champion Rush going into match 5, not match 6, match 5. And AXL does get caught off guard by the fourth member of C7, and AXL is the next team to be fully wiped out. Now Sigma does push Real Flow, with Real Flow having 2 of the players knocked down and fully eliminated. Now Rogers and Bastion, the last players left, are Ravo trying to see if he could put pressure onto him, and he needs to help his teammate out as Sigma is going to push here. Rogers does help his teammate get 2 kills. And now trying to see if these two could probably put pressure right back onto Sigma. Roger and Bastion does have a chance to do so here. He would just need to land a shot. Bastion does land a shot on Emilio, and Emilio does get knocked down, and he will get fully eliminated. Now Bastion is gonna have pressure put on him. Roger needs to win this gunfight against the last player for Sigma if they want to get team wipe. But actually, 2 players here. Dale. Mako is gonna be the last 2 players left. Bastion, Rogers, the last 2 players left for their team. Bastion is gonna try to play the glue out here. He does get tagged here. Mako is weak. It's not done to Rogers. He needs to win his gunfight if he can. He needs to land the shots here. He does knock down Mako. He needs to knock down and fully eliminate Dale. If he does, this team could help his team out a lot. He's gonna go back up. He's gonna try to find Dale. He missed a shot. He missed a shot. He's gonna try to push up here. Dale is gonna try to play the waiting game now and wait for him to overextend. He does get a tag onto Roger. Roger is 1 shot. He cannot get the shot that he needs, and Dale wins a gunfight. And Sigma fully wipes out Real Flow Esports. But he's not done yet, as he does have SGP decide that they want to be the vultures and pick up the scraps, as Dale is the only player left in this spot. And SGP is saying, yeah, we smell meat. We're kind of hungry. Pause. So now Dale will need to play his left as a solo, and for looks of it, SGP is gonna back off and give him some space. So now down to our last 6 teams. FHS having a rough time here. XWA trying to survive. He tries to pop the med kit, but unfortunately he can't. And FHS will be fully eliminated. TLC Crew with 8 kills and officially will be on Champion Rush in match 5. So now we're down to our last 5 teams. Sigma 101, SGP, TRC Crew, C7, and RYX. These last 5 teams is going to need to go all out, and the other 4 teams besides TRC Crew would need to get as much points as they can this match, since TRC Crew will be on Champion Rush in match 5. Now, Chimbo, Oliver, and Macro are the last surviving players left alive for their team, and is looking to see if they could get more points to increase the standings and to make it harder for the teams to get onto Champion Rush alongside with them. Shub, no, this is match 4, but match 5 might be the last match if Crew or TRC does win based on Champion Rush, since they'll be on Champion Rush in match 5. So now Sunder breaks on the glue out to join with his team, and now with the next zone closing, it will now go towards the middle, and all the teams will need to fight in this POI. So Rimnon Village is the last POI that these teams need to fight at. They're trying their best to see who could win this 4th match. SGP for 11 kills now. Jamil and Isaiah is the last player left alive for their team. Infinix, the last player left alive for his team, is going to try to get to the red machine to bring his team back, which he will. But Michael is going to say, listen, bro, you buy your team, I buy my team, going to fight a little later. As both of them just takes a pause to buy their players back. But now, Infinix is going to put the pressure onto Macro. Macro is going to get knocked down and fully eliminated. So Oliver and Chimbo and Alex is going to need to try to fight off Infinix and the rest of his team, as Infinix is kind of weak here, tries to get a no-scope, but unfortunately he can't. Takamoa tries to help his team out. Infinix tries to help his team out, but he does get the knock and kill onto Oliver. Prime goes down. Prime, the last player left alive for RYX, cannot survive, and RYX Esports does get fully wiped out. SGP does get to top 3 in this match now. With Jamil and Isaiah, the last place left alive, Sigma does get fully eliminated. So we're now down to our last 3 teams. Crew with only 1 player left, C7 with 2 players left, and SGP will also 2 players left as well. So 1 on 2 on 2. So now make that a 2 on 2 now, as the last player left for Crew does get spotted and fully eliminated. Jamil tries to see going his gunfight alongside with Isaiah. Isaiah does need help out Jamil, as the 4th player and Sunder for C7 is putting pressure on him. Now a 2 on 2 between these plays. Only one team could win this match here. If SGP wins this match, they will have a much better chance at getting onto Champion Rush, but they need to win this match with the 2. We need to win this match because those points will matter, and they will need to stop. And they need to stop C7. Not C7, TRC Crew from winning the next match as well. Because if they do, then they will win on. Because if TRC Crew wins the next match, then they will win on Champion Rush. So now Jamil and Isaiah is playing their life and trying to put pressure onto Sunder in the 4th player for C7. As these plays is playing the waiting game. Waiting to see who's going to overextend and who is going to get knocked down and fully eliminated. And even 2 on 2. Jamil does spot the 4th player. He does get a tag. He's gonna put pressure onto him. Can't get a knock on DQ as Isaiah gets knocked down. Jamil, the last player left alive for his team. He will need to win his gunfight here if he can. He does get a tag. He does get a knock. Can Jamil clutch it up for the fans? The Gluas is blocking his spot. He would need to try to win his gunfight if he can. Jamil does get shot from the side and the back, and unfortunately he cannot clutch it up for his fans. And C7 Esports gets the 4th booyah for today's finals. So how many points did C7 got? They got 27 points. But I don't think that'll be enough to hit Champion Rush. Actually, no, actually might not. It's not gonna be enough, but it will be damn sure close though. So SGP gets 21 points, and that's gonna 21 points. That's gonna put them at 36 points. But they would need to But not only would they need to work harder, work hard just as much as they did this match, but they would need to stop TRC Crew from winning the next match, as TRC Crew will be on Champion Rush. So C7 first place, SGP 2nd place, and TRC Crew 3rd place, and then we have for 4th place Sigma Academy with 10 kills, RYX 5th place with 9 kills, FHS Esports 6th place with 7 kills, Shark Esports, 7th place with no kills, unfortunately. Then for 8th place, we have Will Flow with 4 kills. Then we have AXL in 9th place with 5 kills. And Ancon in 10th place with no kills. So, SGP almost was able to clutch it up, but when Isaiah's went down and Jamil was by himself, Jamil odds were just not in his favor. But he did get the knock though. I would say this: he did get that knock, but unfortunately he couldn't get the kill that he needed to win that gunfight. But let's see who could win the next match. Let's see. TLC is so that means that. But hold up, did FHS get the 21 points that they needed? No, they don't get 21 points. They only got 12 points that match. So, so okay, Vipsuki has joined, so they'll be able to hear. So 12, so that means it be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points. So yeah, so we like, so we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's see if SGP can have another game like that, and maybe try to see if they could see if they could if SGP can have another game like that and get higher up the leaderboard. And also they need to stop TRC crew for TLC crew forgetting to get onto Champion Rush. So you see, so that is no, so that was 27 plus 59. I gotta probably calculate for this shit really quick. So right now, how many matches are there? We're about going to match 5. We're about going to match 5, right? And TRC crew will be on match. Will be on not match play. Will be on Champion Rush. So that means if they get a booyah in any of the remaining matches, then they win the tournament. So okay, so unstable video? Wait, what the hell do you mean? Ah, yeah. My internet needs to get checked out, bro. That definitely needs to get checked out later. I'm gonna do that. What the hell, bro? It's just hella weird. That's weird. So, we are now going into Game 5. And this might or might not be the last game for today's finals. Only if TRC wins this match. Because if they do, then they will be your Redemption Cup final. They'll be your July Redemption Cup winners. So, match 5. Let's see who could win this match. Again, TRC crew or crew that like the team that doesn't know, number 3 is on Champion Rush. So that means that if they join, if they win this match or any of the remaining matches, they will win based on Champion Rush. So let's see if a team could stop them. So FHS go up against SGP. Manor trying to put pressure on Tops. Tops is gonna push him, and he's gonna get knocked down and fully eliminated with, I think FHS. No, RYX striking first blood. Then FHS got second blood. If you want to say that. Now, Willflow does have a couple of the players knocked down. Jonah is the last player left alive for Wipsuki, as they were able to finally join the tournament now. Now RYX with Takumi is going to put pressure onto Roger. Roger is going to try to see if he can win this gunfight here with a mini Uzi, but unfortunately he can't, as Takamura gets the shot that he needs onto him and knocks him down and secures another kill. Memberophobia? I don't know what that means. So, Mish, thank you for following, and JD18, thank you for. No, that was actually a different live. I just realized that was my that was a different live. Oops. But for people that follow though, thank you guys though. It does mean a lot though. Yeah, we should be good now. We did disconnect for a minute, so it should be good now. Okay. If there is any problems, if you guys have any problems on your end, let me know. But on my end, it should be good now. My internet just be bugging. So Opa does take a lot of damage. Ancon really needs to lock this really needs to lock this match in. Because right now, even though they had a good, I believe that was match 2. They have not been doing all that good in the past matches. SGP does have 2 players knocked down. Jamil and Isaiah are the last 2 players left. XWA does push up on Jamil, but Jamil does get a knock. Jamil needs to try to see if he can probably get a knock here. But the best he could probably do is just disengage or give Isaiah enough time to get away, as he does get knocked down. Give Isaiah the time to buy back his team, and he will be the sacrifice as well. So it actually was a smart move by Jamil. Keep the team onto him, stop the chase, and does give Isaiah the time to bring back the rest of the team, so they have a chance to so they will be able to regain, reset, and get ready for the latest stages of this match. So C7 go up against AXL. C7 does need 4 more points to get onto Champion Rush. FHS would need 9 more points. Snoopy is gonna get exposed here. Sunday trying to get the pressure onto Post. Post gets knocked down, and he's going to get fully eliminated. Now C7 just needs 1 more kill here, and yes, they will get it. So now C7 it will be on Champion Rush if we go to a match 6. So now Real flow. Trying to put pressure onto onto RYX as Elias does get a tag onto one of the players, and Bastion is trying to get the pressure onto RYX with the cord. But Bastion does get knocked down. He's gonna get fully eliminated. Now RF is gonna be down a player. Danex, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. So now Roger, he's weak. He's almost knocked down, but he does get to natural cover. Try to see he could probably heal up here, but RYX is going to try to keep that pressure on him. If he is able to take one play with him, which he will not be able to, he is going to get knocked down and fully eliminated. FHS needs 9 points in this match to get onto Champion Rush, but they do have 2 players knocked down. FHS will need to win this gunfight against C7 if they want to have a chance to get onto Champion Rush for the next match. So SGP is doing pretty good here for now. AXL with Snoopy is trying to get away as he does have SGP chasing him down. Watch to his Snoopy's footsteps. Actually, he actually gets an indicator with the Morse indicator. Snoopy does retaliate. Walter does drop down, and he does get a knock onto Snoopy. So now, which I believe, I was gonna say AXL might be put in a 2-play situation, but they will not. Post tries to put pressure onto Tops, but Tops does have Walter to give him support, and I think now AXL is put in a 1-player situation, or has 1 play left. No, David did get brought back, so David will be able to get his team, able to help his team get back get back into the lobby. Wajif was AFK, but he does get knocked down by David, unfortunately, and he'll be AXL's 4th kill. Now Crew does have 8 kills right now, and is trying to make it harder for the teams to beat them on Champion Rush. RYX trying to put pressure on, to Ripsuki, but Ripsuki does have 2 plays knocked, but RYX does come out in a gunfight with them having 2 plays knocked, but they will be able to get the plays back up on their feet. Sigma 101 is having trouble trying to get the plays back into the match with Emilio as the last play left. And FHS Esports is your next team, is in first team to be fully wiped out by the hands of C7. So C7 will be on Champion Rush in the next match, and if FHS did not get those 9 points that they needed, which I don't think they did, they will not be on Champion Rush going into match 6. If we go to match 6, if TRC Crew does not win it, these teams is doing pretty good today. Ripsuki finally playing in their first match, but is not doing too hot. Jonah is the last play left alive for his team. Is trying to see if he could probably get his team back into the game, but he does get close to SGP, and if he does not play carefully, SGP can eliminate him, and his team will be fully eliminated, and they'll be the next team to be fully wiped out. So Snoopy and Snipsy trying to play it patiently and trying to play it passively. They don't want to risk it on trying to they don't want to risk it on trying to risk their team getting into being next team, risk their team being next to be fully eliminated. SCP does take Bastion out, and now Willflow will be down to only 1 player left. Isaiah does take a lot of damage, but he does have a chance to heal up. Willflow trying to get pressure onto SGP, but SGP does have a good defense going on for them, so they're doing pretty good so far. So Elias does take a lot of damage. If he does not heal up, he will be knocked down. Roger does reposition to a different angle and is trying to help his team out here if he can. So Shrang, Rajiv, and Elias, the last three play left alive for the team. Walton does spot Elias and does have him kind of weak. Shrang hops off the horse and does play the rock to try to see if you can get an angle onto SGP. Walter does know he's there. He's just trying to get that headshot that he needs, but String is not giving him a chance to hit for Walter, or as Isaiah is to give him a haircut, so he's not able to stay alive here, but only for a little bit long, but only for a little bit, as the zone is still closing and the zone is gonna start doing more damage. Infinix does spot down Tato. Aka trying to land in is very weak, and unfortunately he can't, as he does get dropped down by Prime. And now RYX with 9 kills right now is doing very good. Let's see if RYX could keep that momentum going and try to see if they could keep the team alive in this match. So if anything, RYX might be one of the teams that might be either the third team to hit on Chippy Rush at this rate, but they will need another good game though. So Sigma does have the full team back in the lobby. Emilio was able to get the team back, so good job on him. So now Isaiah does get pushed here by David, and David does get his team the 6th kill that they need. But Snoopy and Posh does get knocked down and fully eliminated. SGP putting pressure onto these teams that putting pressure onto AXL and for the other team that's in the lobby. With SGP doing very good here with 8 kills, they might make it 9 if Elias does get knocked down and fully killed off here. But Elias is going to play defense and is going to try to keep his team alive. But Elias is going to try to push here. Tops is going to test him to see if he's really like that. But Elias is trying to use the most to get away. He does take a lot of damage. He's very weak here. Tops just needs one more good shot. He does knock down Elias, and SGP will get the 9th kill for their team. But Tops, being very weak, will go down to the zone, which means that SGP will need to hurry up and get inside the zone quickly. Now RYX is going to start putting pressure onto Ripsuki here, as Ripsuki is trying to play defense. Prime is trying to look for angles. Prime Infinix is trying to knock down player. He's trying to knock down each player down for Ripsuki, but Ripsuki is playing a good defensive game here, holding a spot and not letting them take it away from them. And for the next team to be fully wiped out is Willflow, as Willflow does get fully wiped out in 8th place. So now we gotta see if these teams, if the last 7 teams could try to win this match. As again, TRC crew is on Champion Rush, and they don't want to risk it from the looks of it. They're playing it passively and letting the other teams fight it out. Ripsuki does get fully eliminated by the hands of both RYX and Sigma. So that means that they will have to try harder in match 6 if we go to match 6, if crew does not win this match. Crew is holding on, does have a good defense here, but they do have other teams that's rotating in. Ancon does have one of the plays knocked down. The Scholar does get dropped, but McCoy, he gets knocked down, but he's gonna get helped back up quickly. Ancon will be able to try to rotate in. Walter does get jumped on here by Sigma. Isaiah does get knocked down. Tops and Walter, the last 2 players looked alive. Walter is weak. Tops is weak, and he gets knocked down and fully eliminated by our Bravo King, with SGP coming down in 6th place. But our Bravo King does get knocked down, fully eliminated. Infinix, he gets knocked down. He's gonna get fully eliminated. The other Infinix and Takamura trying to fight for the booyah in this match. Again, these teams need to try to find a way to stop TRC crew from winning this. But the other Infinix does get knocked down, but he's going to get revived instantly by Takamura. Now Sigma has Mako knocked down and Alvaro King still fully wiped out. Sunder does take some damage from Emilio, but he will not get knocked down as he is able to get into natural cover. Now Ancon does get inside the zone here and is trying to play the life if they can. C7, your match 3, no, your match 4 winners. Trying to see if they could try to get a back-to-back win here. They do have 17 kills, which means that they will be on champion rush for sure next match if TRC Crew does not beat them. TRC Crew does have the zone advantage. Is trying to wait for the teams to fight each other. Now Ancon does get pushed here by Sigma. Opa does get knocked down. DVS, he gets knocked down. Athex, the last player of the life for his team. We're trying to see if he can probably get a revive on his teammate if he can. I think he might be able to, which he will. And Emilio is the last player left the life for Sigma. So now I think the only team that has really for team is Crew Reborn. So TRC Crew, which means that TRC Crew does have a higher chance of winning this match, but only if they don't mess up. TRC Crew is going to try to hold their spot down. If TRC Crew wins this match, they will be your July WNG Redemption Cup champions. What teams are alive? So now Crew is trying to fight the teams that's trying to rotate in. The other teams are trying to fight each other on the outside, but they really should be focusing on Crew. Sigma does get fully eliminated. 3 teams that's not on champion rush are the last remaining teams left. They will need to try to fight Crew here, but Crew is looking to get into a better spot and is looking pretty sweet here to close this match out on a booyah. And again, if they win, then they will be your champions for today. Takamura does get spotted by Oliver. He's getting pressured by Oliver. Crew trying to put the pressure onto the teams that's left alive, but the teams does stay alive here, and we still have 4 teams left alive. So RYX, Ancon, C7, and Crew. Again, if Crew does not win this, then we are going to a match 6 with C7 being on champion rush as well. Now the zone is now starting to shrink. Takamura would need to make a game plan here. C7 with their play, they need to work something out here. Athex and Opa would need to try to fight their way in. C7 with the 4th player really focusing the wrong team here, does get a knock onto Athex, but he needs to really focus the team that's inside of the house. Takamura does rotate towards the house. He gets knocked down. We're down to our last 2 teams. And now TRC Crew with 4 players left is looking to close this match out. The last player for C7 gets fully eliminated, and TRC Crew is your June. I can't say in June. It's your Dubby Energy Redemption Cup champions as they get the last and final booyah, winning this tournament. And that closes it out as Crew finally not only gets top 3 in a CTS tournament, but finally getting their first CTS tournament win. Unfortunately, it was a redemption cup, but still a win is a win. So good job for TRC Crew to finally get a win and winning this redemption cup for July, partnered by Dubby Energy. It's a good fight by Crew and a good job by the other teams as well. So, okay, so I'm just, I had to like really like fucking pick a scab on my nose, dude. So this is, okay, so some points in. So let's see. So let's see. I will send the info on that in a little bit. All right, chat. So let me just I'll give me a second, chat. Let me just make sure I send the scores in right quick. We always start so bad. Yeah, bro. Yo, yeah, man. SGP's like, listen, like, hear me out. SGP does have the potential. You guys have the, you guys have the teams. You guys have the work. Just that you guys aren't able to secure the booyah though. That's what we really work on though. That's where you really need to like step up on, dude. Like I don't know, man. Like in my opinion, Jamel, this just comes from me from like a spectator side and a person who has been watching you guys play for a good minute. You guys need to get your roster locked down. You guys need to practice in a whole lot of scrims. Just keep practicing, build the chemistry, so on and so forth. Because like I said, you guys got the potential. You have the potential. Just that you guys aren't able to like You guys aren't able to like I guess aren't able to like what's it? What's one go for? Execute on most of your gunfights though. You guys start the gunfights, but somehow some way like when we guys in the gunfights, you somehow like mess up like along the way. Like again, your roster, like I said, you guys got a decent roster. You just need to like work on that roster. Like keep practicing with the roster and playing more scrims and tournaments too. So TLC crew wins on Champion Rush. C7 does get second place for 19 kills. They would have been on Champion Rush if we went to game 6, but fortunately TLC crew won. And then Ancon is in third place with 9 kills, and then RYX in 4th place with 4-8, that is 13 kills. Sigma, no, is that 13 kills? No, hold up. 594. 594. That's not 13, right? It would have been 13 if it was up for that 4. So you said 5, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 13, extra 4. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 17 kills. So good for them. Then Sigma does get 14 kills. SGP come in 6th place with 5, 7, 10 kills. With Suki come in 7th place, only 1 kill. Rollflow 8th place, 1 kill. Exiladios 9th place, 2, 4, 6, 7 kills. And FHS Esports 10th place, but only 7 kills. All right, so let's get. So chat, unfortunately that is it for this tournament. I'm in the wrong one. So that's unfortunately it for this tournament, guys. So I'm gonna show the scoreboard as the scores are done. So is the scores updated? Okay, there we go. So it's updated right now. Okay. So TRC crew does take 1st place on Champion Rush. C7 takes second place with 114 points, and RYX takes 3rd place with 95 points. That last game definitely boosted them up to 3rd place, stealing the third place spot from FHS Esports. And speaking of FHS Esports, they was 1 point away from hitting on Champion Rush. So even if he did go to game 6, they would have had to wait to go to game 7 to be on Champion Rush, since they only needed one more point, which would have meant that C7, RYX, and TLC Crew would have been the 3 teams to be on Champion Rush in match 6. And then Sigma 101 gets 5th place with 64 points. Ancon 6th place with 53. SGP 7th place with 51. AXL 8th place with 35. 58 Nation 9th place with 34. Realflow 10th place with 27. Shark Esports 11th place with only 26 points, and then Ripsuki in last place with only 5 points. Wait, but I think kind of like it's kind of 75 points. Nah, brother. All the points happening is accurate, because like I said, because we do count the points after the overall points after. So give me a second, chat. I think we are. Give me a second, chat. I need to like translate something for somebody. Let me let me go back to lobby because that's gonna be an highlight mix. So Spanish. So. That's Tom Genting. Yep. Yes. Give me a second. I need to translate somebody, whether it's PayPal, Zelle, for cash. Cash out. If your players want the diamond equivalent, then they need to send their UIDs. Okay, so NRG Esports, I've never heard of it before. So see, do some scrims. Not tonight, dude. I think I had enough free fire for tonight. But but I think tomorrow I'll be able to do some late night scrims tomorrow. Just that tonight. Well, tonight I definitely can't because not tonight because 1, I got a test to do. I need to make sure I get done, and 3, I want to play some Five Nights at Freddy's. 4 too, by the way. So my microphone fell over. So like I said, no scrims tonight, but I could do it tomorrow though for sure. Since it's Monday and I'm not doing much on Monday. Probably like a little OT, but I could do some scrims for you guys tomorrow. Not tonight, because again, I got a test, and I'm gonna stream some, and I'm gonna play some Five Nights at Freddy's 4. So you guys get to see my uncle ass to see if I get scared or not. So yeah. So yeah. But yeah, man. Congrats to TRC crew for winning this Redemption Cup champ, for winning the July Dubby Energy Redemption Cup finals, and finally not only getting top 3 in a CTS tournament, but finally winning their first tournament in the CTS career. Alright, so give me a second to check this out. So listen, chat. Listen. Again, I'm gonna say one more time because I want to make sure you guys actually understand what I'm saying. Right? Tomorrow I could do scrims. I could do scrims tomorrow for you guys. But tonight I need to get a test done, and I want to play some Five Nights at Freddy's 4 and see if I could actually beat that shit in one night. But and also guys, you know what? Hey, actually, guys, you know what? I think I could maybe do good in it. We'll see. But first off, let me do my test. It should probably take like an hour and change, if anything. Then after that, we'll do the Five Nights at Freddy's stream. If it goes, hopefully I don't get my hopefully I can pass it one night and do not get my ass scared. But yeah. So anyway, guys, that is going to be it for the Redemption Cup Finals. Congrats to TRC crew for winning, and then C7 Esports for getting second place, and RYX for getting third. I have to. Two Saturdays. Okay, so that should be good. All right, so I can close this out. I'm gonna talk to you while playing FNAF. Wait, what? Be a good boy. Boy, who the fuck do you think you're talking to, Jamil? So anyway, guys, let me I got in the stream because, like I said, I want to make sure I get this test done on time, and I'm gonna make sure, and I want to do the stream at like a reasonable time. So like I said, guys, give me like an hour some change. Let me do the test. And then I'll set up the FNAF stream. Also, I'm gonna download FNAF in the background too. So all right, guys. Again, guys, thank you for joining in today's Redemption Cup, guys. I really do appreciate it. And a good job for the teams that they played, and good job for the teams that did come in top 3. So with that being said, guys, I hope you guys have a good day, good night. If I don't see you guys later for the FNAF stream, I will see you guys on Tuesday. I'll actually see you guys tomorrow because I'll be doing some scrims, and then I'll also see you on Tuesday for the first matchup of week 4 of Trifecta. So, all right, guys, take care and have a good night. Peace. Or have a good night, or I'll see you later on.